Hello everybody, thank you for joining me for another review. This time we are reviewing Frenzy 1972. His movie rating of 7. I saw it in 06, 08, and 2017. From the Master of Shock, a shocking masterpiece is the tagline for Frenzy. Frenzy is a brilliantly made Hitchcock picture. And for the first time ever, this is the one that was slapped with an R rating for nudity and graphic scenes. Why is it such a better sex murder picture than Marnie? It's because Hitchcock has stopped with the genteel and started to expose the dark, seedy underworld of sex offenders who have obscure fetishes. He also allows the viewers to see how a serial killer operates, his modus operandi, and his normal way of living, the air of trust, and the senseless. Interestingly, Frenzy was created much earlier, before the grisly killings were conducted by Ted Bundy, who manifested certain traits as seen in Robert Rusk. Incidentally, the term serial killer wouldn't be coined until Robert Rusler did in 1974. All in all, I don't know which is creepier, the sex murders or Oxford's wife's cooking. Downgrading my rating from Frenzy from 9 to 7 is still a great Hitchcock picture. However, the redundancy turns me off somewhat because it is all too familiar formula that is applied in Frenzy. It hurts the film more for its predictability and repeatability. One off gimmick, which is a poor movie, is the instances of exotic sounding but nauseating looking cuisines. Mind you, a bit of a diversion is a good thing, but it's just done too much in Frenzy. John Finch, who plays Richard Blaney, does not get enough screen time, but Barry Foster is genuinely brilliant as the sex maniac killer Robert Rusk. I must say that the ending of Frenzy is rather uneventful and disappointing. It's just like violently shaking a soda can up and down, then opening it only to be met with a fizz instead of an explosion. Yeah, there is a lot to like about the film. It has some great cinematic techniques, nice camera shots, and a wonderful build-up of tension. For many years since after he directed Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock hadn't been the same. When he directed Frenzy, he was back in a big way. Sadly, it would turn out to be the last great Hitchcock picture of his career before he would pass away in 1980. All in all, Frenzy, although not Hitchcock's absolute best, is an interesting food for thought. Frenzy is the most gruesome picture of Alfred Hitchcock's oeuvre and is the only one to receive an R rating. Hitchcock returns to the film in England after being away in the States for over 20 years. Frenzy is actually his third London picture since 1939, with the other two being Under Capricorn 1949 and Stage Fright in 1950. The remake of The Man Who Knew Too Much doesn't really count. Although Frenzy is formulaic and feels rushed towards the end, Hitchcock's old touch is definitely back, which was long missing since 1963. Great performances are rendered by Barry Foster, John Finch, Barbara Lighthunt, and Macy and Bernard Cribbins. They are outstanding, but it's Barry Foster in the role that was meant for Michael Caine, who turned it down after calling the character disgusting, which is a very poor move on his part, who steals the film. Technically brilliant for the shots, there are several instances of them in Frenzy. The use of the alleys to show important characters coming in and out at the same time. The long reverse tracking shot from Rusk's apartment and the moment that Babs turns around to see Rusk after she rushes to the pub. The real genius of the film is Anthony Schaefer's screenplay. Listening to the dialogues by the characters, it's easy to discern the quality of the writing. The trailer is funny, clever, and a must-see as Alfred Hitchcock has fun with the murders. He also makes a couple of cameos separately very early in the film, which occur during a politician's speech and aftermath. Many critics have called Frenzy the last great Hitchcock picture, but I really disagree because I think that Family Plot is so much better. All in all, no matter the negatives, Frenzy is a great Hitchcock picture and is definitely worth watching. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time for another review. Bye-bye.